Okay, we are from the group 3. We will discuss about the Garuda Indonesia airline company that we will discuss in strategic planning for Garuda, and then SWOT analysis for Garuda, and the last is 5 quarter analysis for Garuda. For the strategic planning in Garuda, first is Garuda building infrastructure for Terminal 3 in Soekarno-Hatta, which is this terminal. It is the international terminal that have a function for international flight, and then Garuda build infrastructure for this terminal to improve the information system, especially in scheduling in the flight. And the second is Garuda have a one-stop service traveling. That means Garuda airline company have customer can buy ticket anytime and anywhere. And then third, about the customer relationship management and customer database that Garuda have integrated in sales, marketing, and service that will improve the database of the customer, and then Garuda can improve the service for the customer itself. And then fourth, Garuda can improve the operational, crew management, and optimizer, which is it will be reduce and cut the cost of operational, and scheduling will be more effective and efficient. And then for the fifth strategy planning, Garuda have online web system that it is will have a function for customer will know the how many kilogram that they have in a cargo, and then for the Garuda itself in the cargo business, it will be more integrated and it will be more efficient and effective to cut the operational costs for the Garuda itself.
In number 6, they have departure control system. In the departure control system, they calculate the weight baggage automatically with information technology. Okay, in number 7, Garuda Indonesia exact price of their products, because IT is very expensive and it can robust their cost initiatively. Therefore, they need to exact price of every single products they own, something like that. Number 8, they need a human resource. An adequate human resource, because in order to maintain or in order to operate the IT system, they need human resource that are capable enough to operate this, perhaps from electrical engineering, for computer engineering, something like that. And number 9, they have to be compatible with their partners. So Garuda Indonesia as a company, they have so many partners in order to run their business. And to sharing information among those partners, Garuda Indonesia should make a capable and compatible resource planning to share their information. For number 10, this is the very unique one, because Garuda Indonesia have their own company in order to manage their information system. The name of its company is PT Asis Indonesia. PT Asis Indonesia have its job to manage the information system of transportation and also travel. And Garuda Indonesia also have 51% of the stocks of it. And PT Asis Indonesia not only work for Garuda Indonesia but also work for another company. That's it.
Yeah, so information technology in Garuda Indonesia using international standards and always being up to date. And it's cost about more than 800 billion rupiah, so that their technology is always state of the art. The IT system in Garuda Indonesia will reduce the miscommunication also and aircraft accident of the plane. Garuda Indonesia has implemented cloud computing that makes Garuda Indonesia as the first Indonesian state-owned enterprises, or BUMN, that use cloud office collaboration. Cloud computing is the combine of used computer technology in a network with internet-based development to run a program or application via computers connected at the same time. Yeah, like that. Data can also be accessed in real time, anytime, anywhere by employees, as long as they are connected to the internet. In addition, data in the company will be more secure when stored in this cloud computing system. The security of corporate data is also protected. Yes, it is always protected, especially when natural disaster strikes. One example of the use of IT-based cloud computing in Garuda Indonesia carried out in fulfillment of the operational needs of the company in the working environment, both at the headquarters and in more than 76, if I'm not mistaken, 76 branches that Garuda Indonesia has. So obviously, this will improve the efficiency of work patterns and to a better level. In addition, it will also support the efforts of Garuda Indonesia to run the programs to improve the efficiency of the service. So, in cooperation with several leading providers of IT world, Garuda Indonesia has now utilizing data services on cloud in different aspects of company operations, include PSS or passenger service systems, especially the reservation, check-in, Garuda miles, finance and service scheduling and rotation of the whole aircraft and flight crew of Garuda Indonesia. This condition will make Garuda Indonesia become the market leader of the aircraft carrier company among the other domestic airlines. And the same is true to the decision making, which will become faster and more accurate. So front office and back office integrated to each other to synchronizing customers' data. It can be done because Garuda Indonesia has willingness to have the most updated information technology like that. Front office and back office will know automatically if there is any change in real time. For example, the negotiation of ticket price between the travel agency and their company. Because of that matter, front office and back office can make the best decision regarding to the strategy of ticket pricing like that. And besides that, Garuda Indonesia applied Enterprise Service Bus or ESB and ODS or Operational Data Store that can foster a more seamless, safe, and efficient integration among applications, take into account of integration among the growing applications, and provide a complete and accurate single data source for analysis and reporting purpose. For the weakness, so because Garuda Indonesia persistent to always have updated IT systems, so it can bring several problems to the company, like the increasing cost for the human resources, because high technology are supposed to be handled by those who have a good quality in knowledge, manner, and skills like that. So yeah, it is actually doubled the cost, because besides we have to consider the human resource or the technician who know more about the technology, software, hardware, and brainware that implemented. The updated technology always have a high price like that.
Garuda Indonesia, the opportunity for Garuda Indonesia in airplane sector. IT initiative implemented in 2015 refers to Information Technology Project Portfolio, or we can call it the AITPP. 2015, the company has developed and implemented a master plan information technology through strategic initiative as well as realistic technology selections and pragmatic in line with business strategy to support improved service quality to customer and support business growth sustainability. These systems already proved by the Garuda because they can be the best of the world best cabin crew and the World Airline Award 2015 by specializing themselves to compete in top grade airlines. Garuda Indonesia also have an opportunity to get higher revenue with the strength in IT sector that they have right now. For the threat of Garuda Indonesia, right now the currency fluctuation and global economic crisis decreases the revenue of Garuda Indonesia, because the system from foreign country with a currency higher than rupiah impact the cost of operational fluctuation that should be done by Garuda Indonesia. The system used by Garuda Indonesia from the foreign country like ERP, SAP, and Amadeus, the backbone of IT in Garuda Indonesia, will also impact the budgeting that available in a company because they are developed country. ERP or Enterprise Resource Planning is a system that is used to optimize and streamline any exchange of information in an enterprise. SAP is the ERP software products that have the ability to integrate a wide variety of business applications where each application represents a particular business area, and Amadeus is multinational IT provider for the global travel and tourist industry. This is become the very trade for Garuda Indonesia.
Okay, so for the competitive rivalry, this is a pretty unique for the Garuda Indonesia Airlines because the price competition is having a very great influence for the Garuda because there are so many airline company offering the cheaper price in the domestic area, such as Lion, what else?
Air Asia,
Surwiyanta, and etc.
Any else?
When the rivalry from the international, because as we know, the Garuda Indonesia is already become the most trusted airlines, and its name is already going international, going abroad. So the competitors will also become comes from the Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand Airways.
And actually, for the rivalry, like what Hilmy said before, such as Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand Airways, they use same strategy, such as a full service strategy. That's why how to Garuda compete with their rivalry, they should give much better full service strategy or service to their customer to maintain, or maybe they can get more customer if they give much better service than their rivalry. And for the second one,
so for the second one is the new entrance. So actually in this industrial of airlines, the level of the new entrance for the new Garuda is very low. This happens because the industrial of the airlines needs a very high models or capitals, and using also the high investment.
and they also have high regulation
Of course.
how to entrance the aircraft industry.
Yeah, but however, nowadays there are so many low-cost carriers which using the lower price.
Lower price than Garuda to attract the customer, such as like we have said before, like Lion. As we know that Lion have very low cost, or maybe the cost is lower than Garuda. So actually, maybe if the Lion that have lower service for their customer, however, maybe for the long term or one day, such as Lion, they can be the obstacle for the Garuda. And for the third one is substitutes.
Substitutes. So the substitutes levels in the industrial of airlines is very low. Why? This is because there are no transportations that faster than airplanes in Indonesia. But in Japan, this number of substitutes of the airline is very high because they have a very fast train. But unlike Indonesia, there is no one. And also, this makes the airplane or the airlines becomes the most comfortable traveling partner because it can be low time traveling, and it giving the more time when it's not on the transportation. So for the suppliers, actually there is only two chances for the Garuda Indonesia to pick up the supplier. The first one is the Airbus or the Boeing. This circumstances has made the supplier becomes the most powerful supplier in this airline industry, and eventually the Garuda Indonesia as the airline company in Indonesia have to making a long-term contract with one of these suppliers, something like that. Okay, so for the buyer bargaining power, actually in this industrial of airlines, the buyer has a very strong bargaining power because Indonesian people tend to choose the low-cost aircraft carrier such as the Lion and Air Asia rather than the Garuda Indonesia, and this is why it also becomes the problem for the Garuda Indonesia because the choice of the people. But because of the higher price, of course, Garuda Indonesia also offer more and more service,
To attract their customer.
Okay.
And the most important is how to maintain ya.
Okay. That's right.
Udah itu aja.
Saya ngomongin tadi doang. Membandingkan kamu?
Compare.
Compare lah. Asu.
Wes, tinggal Fandi ya, tinggal Fandi.